Hey, shalom, shalom. Before I get the session started, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone of whom I learned from, and a shalom to the hopefully elect brothers taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the elect spirits of Yasharallah of Israel to the marriage supper of the Lamb, who is Yahushai. This is your brother Radav. Just got a few thoughts. Looking at some of the balances, the extreme, the right and the left. There's an up and a down. There's a day and a night. There's a hot and a cold. There's a love and a hate. There's a right and a left. I want to show the goodness and the severity of our power. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Balance, basically. So you got Revelations 18:20, right? But before this 18:20, we have to understand the order of prophecy, right? During Jacob's trouble, Yahushai eventually does crack the sky in a huge chariot known as a UFO or UAP with other hosts, with other Alahayim, with other mighty ones, angels, and they are also going to be operating in chariots. That's what the precept means. He comes with the clouds. He comes with the clouds and with fire to make war. He comes with a sword. Let me see if I can pull that real quick. Just real fast. So he comes. Let me see. He comes with the clouds. I'm talking about Yahushai. He comes with clouds. So this is Revelation, right? 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. Those clouds are not puffs of smoke or vaporous, humid, water-holding rain clouds. That's not what these are. This is dark speech. This is mystery. Mysterion. This is mystery. This is a mystery. These are the secrets that are revealed to the servants that are the prophets. They are the seed line elect, the remnant, the hopeful elect of the Israelites, the 12 tribes. Behold, he cometh with clouds, with the armada, the military force of Yahweh of hosts. The word host means armies. They are not going to be naked. They're not going to be in robes. They're not going to be standing in sandals when they come. That is all fucking Hollywood. Okay? Everything on the planet Earth is fashioned after what takes place in heaven, even down to the technology. So when it says, behold, he comes with clouds, those clouds are the chariots. Those are the wheels within the wheels. Okay? Those are the so-called UFOs. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. That goes into the reincarnated spirits of the Edomites that were in the Roman army when he was put on that cross 2,000 years ago. And they're going to be somewhere in the military. They're going to be somewhere operating in Esau's rulership. They're going to be those upper echelon spirits, and they're going to see Yahushua too. Are they going to remember? No, there's no memory of coming back. But just because you don't remember doesn't mean the Most High, the angels, and Yahushua doesn't remember. They know who we are. Everybody, they know, and in our final, when we get our resurrected bodies, all that hidden, classified information, so to speak, all that spiritual, hidden information of all of our reincarnations, all of our lots on the earth, we're going to know all that. We're going to remember all that. We're going to know everybody else's files. We're going to know everything about everybody. Okay, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Why are they going to wail? Because they're going to see Yahushai, a God man in his God human form in a chariot with other angels, and they're going to be here to judge and to subdue the earth. That's the rock that was cut out without hands in Daniel chapter 2 that knocks everything over. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13. This is the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shabbat. This is Armageddon. It's going to be evident. The chariots are not going to be doing what they're doing now, where they're showing up and they're not communicating. It's going to be obvious that these are not, everyone's going to know that's Yahushai. That's the one the prophets were talking about. So I said all that to say this. Look at this balance given to the order given, or the direction, the instructions given to us. Two things are going to happen during Jacob's trouble. Those of us who are hopefully elect, those of us who trust in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai and the truth, we're either going to be martyred, because there are some allotted to be martyred. I got to show that too. Let me show that real fast. It's in Revelations. I think it's in Revelations 5. Hold on, let me see. Rev 5. Let's try that. It's 5 or 6. Okay. Saw an angel and a man in heaven and earth, and I wept much because no man was found. And I beheld lo in the midst of the throne. Okay. King took the book when he had taken the book and sung a new song and made, or maybe it's 4, sang a new song worthy as the Lamb and every creature. Okay. Let's go to 4. And behold, the door was open, and me that was in spirit. Let's look upon the jasper around. A sea of glass. Okay. Read some of these. 4 from the elders. 4. It can't be 6. Is it 3? I don't want to type it in. And unto the angel of the church, be watchful, remember, and know it works. Okay, hold on. I gotta type it in. Under the throne, given. Let me see. As your brothers, let me see, under the throne, let me see, yeah, no, see, given, under the throne, given white robes, and told to wait. Yes. No, that's the salvation. The white robes were given. Okay, it's 6th. All right, it's Revelation 6. My bad. Salakia. I thought it was Revelation 5. Revelation 6, baby. All right. Look at this. So, and down to verse 11. And why? Okay. Look, and when I had opened the 5th seal, and when he had opened the 5th seal, verse 9, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God. So this could only mean the elect. This could only mean Hebrew Israelites in Jacob's trouble coming into the near future that know the true name of Yahweh Shai and his doctrine and follow, or they woke up late but they believed and they follow those who were teaching that doctrine. Okay? And when he had opened the 5th seal, because there's going to be a lot of us that are going to die, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell here? Talking about the Edomites, talking about the armies of the Edomites. And white robes were given unto them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season. Why? Until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. So there is a future lot of martyred spirits that are elect spirits, that are hopeful elect spirits, that are righteous souls that are going to die these types of deaths in the near future during Jacob's trouble. If you're not one of these, you will get beamed up. Okay? And as America is being destroyed, okay, I said that to say that. Those are the 2 ways out of here. You're either going to be martyred out of here, and your death is not going to be a death of judgment, but it's going to be a death of martyrdom, which you get the crown of life, or you're going to survive supernaturally. Some of us will be given spiritual powers. Others of us will have the mark of the mark of the wall, that the mark of exemption, which is the name of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai and the understanding of this doctrine. That's going to be that mark, that spiritual mark will be on your forehead, which shows that in your mind, your spirit, your inner man has been renewed according to the truth and the correct names, and the host, the angels know this. They know. They look at you and they know that you know. So you're going to be covered. You're going to either get beamed up or you're going to be martyred. For those of you that are going to get beamed up, because I'm not going to kill myself. I'm already preparing my mind that I'm going to be martyred, that I'm going to die during Jacob's trouble. I'm not suicidal. I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not going to arrogantly, stupidly start a fight with somebody so that I can die. Nigga, I'm going to be running and hiding, but I'm preparing my thoughts according to, I believe it's in Ecclesiastes, a wise man thinks upon the day of his death. I'm already considering that I'm going to die. Again, not in a suicidal, immature, carnal, stupid manner, suicide bomber manner. No. I'm going to start a fight so I can hurry up and get shot and get out of here. No, I'm going to try to live, man. But I'm expecting to die, bro. And that's why I'm saying for those, and if I get beamed up, then so be it. That's going to be awesome. Listen to this. Rejoice over her, thou heaven. And I said all of that, 10 minutes, Salakia. Trying to lay a foundation. I hope I'm doing a decent job. So look, okay, Revelations 11:13, okay, is basically connected to Revelations 18:20, and I'm going to explain. And the same hour there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were frightened and gave glory to God. This in heaven. Now this is a dark saying. This is mysterion. This is a mystery. This is a secret that has been revealed to the servants, the prophets, and it needs to be opened up. In the same hour, there was a great earthquake. Why? Because the earth will rock to and fro. Why will the earth, like a drunkard, you guys know that precept. I should be pulling these precepts, but you can pull them just by the words I'm using. You can do a Google search or a blue letter search, and it will pull up those precepts. I'm doing this for the sake of time. And the same hour there was a great earthquake, and there's a precept in the prophecy that says, and the earth shall rock to and fro like a drunkard. Why? Because of the amount of the ICBM missiles that will be hitting America and Israel. 200 million. I've heard some brothers say it's 200 million. I've heard some brothers say it's the 200 million is all the missiles, but also including all the other weapons, the laser beams, the bullets, the bombs. All of that accumulates to the 200 million. It's a lot. And their same hour were there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. The city is talking about the great city, which is Mystery Babylon, which is America, North America, and America is broken up into 10 FEMA zones. You have to understand that. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. This is a big number of perfection or completion. We know that 7 is perfection or completion. It means a complete number. That's what it represents. So it's not going to be 7,000, and it's followed by 3 zeros. So it's multiplied that many times. Hundreds of millions. And then around the world, because of the fallout, billions of people are going to die. But this is talking about the 4th part of the earth, which is North America, and a 3rd part of man, which is the biblical Edomites, the so-called white man, including 2/3 of our own people. This is Jacob's trouble. So when this is happening right here, you got to see it. It's written in prophecy, and the remnant were affrighted. Who's this remnant? This remnant is alive while the 7,000 is dying. You have to see. Can you guys see that? Look. And the same hour was there a great earthquake. That's the reaction from the bombs. And the 10th part of the city fell. That's the destruction of America. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. That's all the souls that weren't marked with the Thawa. That's all the spirits of the Edomites and the 2/3 that were destined to be destroyed. And the remnant were affrighted. There is a separation with these 2 lines right here from that 7,000. The remnant is not the 7,000, and the 7,000 is not the remnant. Can you guys see that? So where physically we know that America is ground zero for not just this destruction, but it's also ground zero for the prophets. The remnant physically lives in this area that's being bombed. So how are they still alive when the 7,000 is dead? Right here. This is just one precept of many, but I'm using this one. And so now, as they are afraid, they're also being told to rejoice. Do you see the extreme right and left, up and down, night and day, hot and cold, love and hate? The balance. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy prophets, ye holy apostles and prophets, for God hath avenged you on her. Heaven, holy prophets, and apostles are the remnant right here, right underneath the 7,000. And the remnant were frightened. They are getting beamed up. into the chariot, into the clouds that Yahushua comes in. Okay, did I find? Okay, let me go back. The cloud that Yahushua. Let me see. Boom. The clouds that Yahushua in. Behold, he comes with the clouds. See, those clouds are wailing. Those clouds are scary to everybody else. But those clouds are salvation and rejoicing to the remnant. That's another extreme. That's another left and right, up and down, hot, cold, night, day, love, hate. I'm using those to describe the separation, the balance. You have a left hand, you have a right hand. You have an up and a down. You have a hot and a cold. You have a love and a hate. These clouds are scary. The military force of another nation is always terrifying to the nation that's being conquered by it. But to the elect members of that nation that are trapped inside of that nation, those military forces are salvation to them. And that's what it is with us, the remnant. When we see the chariots, we rejoice. We don't get scared. We know what they are. We know who they are. We know what they represent. The rest of the world doesn't know, you guys. And I'm gonna cut that with this. So with that, I just wanted to show the dragon was right. Wait, hold on. I wanted to show that extreme. And in the same hour there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and the earthquake was slain. So these people lose their lives, and the remnant understand the wrath of the power. We're going to see the wrath of Yahushua. We're going to see the wrath of Yahweh literally up close, face to face, and it's going to scare the shit out of us. We're going to literally be on ground zero when this is happening, you guys. Having faith and hoping in salvation for us to be in the firmament, right? Rejoicing over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the power hath avenged you on her. And we get that one more. There's another precept. The sea of glass mingled with fire, that also shows it. The sea of glass mingled with fire. That's the firmament. It's Revelations 15. So when we are rejoicing over her, because he has avenged her from the position of being fearful or afraid or frightened, so we go from, look, man, look at the progression of this. Try to put it together in your mind like a moving picture. This is one picture frame with a lot of detail, time, geographical location. A lot of movement is in this one picture frame. Revelations 11:13. And the same hour there were great earthquakes. So now you got the missiles being launched. They're going up into the atmosphere. They're coming back down like a fig tree, because that's how a fig tree grows. The fruit grows up and then it loops down. So the warheads are coming back down and they look like falling stars, right? A lot of us that are still alive are going to witness this shit, bro. And we're also going to see Yahushua is going to be in the sky in his chariot. He's not going to be cloaked anymore. There's going to be chariots in the sky. This is all going to be being broadcasted on whatever remaining television and satellite systems. People are going to physically see it in the sky, and then as the missiles, as the arrows are about to hit, 1 by 1, 10 by 10, 100 at a time, 1,000 at a time, 1 at a time, the remnant are afraid, like, oh shit, but they're getting beamed up, and everybody is watching this. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, and the strangeness of our salvation. Everyone's seeing it like, holy shit, those guys are getting beamed up as the missiles are coming down. We're scared as shit, like, whoa, that was close. And then the Most High writes in the movie, rejoice while you are scared, while you had all your adrenaline pumping, calling on the name of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Baba Kashab, Baba Kashab, Baba Kashab, have mercy on me. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets. That heaven's talking about the new rulership, Jacob. Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning that follows, because we know heaven is rulership. This is the new Yahushua, is that star that comes out of Jacob. He sits on the throne. He sits one that's profitable over it. For God has avenged you on her. And then boom, right here too. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingle with fire. That's the remnant. That's the remnant looking down from the chariots above or within the firmament, looking at America being burnt, looking at Jerusalem being burnt from high up in the sky in those chambers. And them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over the image and over his mark and over the number of his name stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of God. That's the doctrine. We're going to be precepting, thinking about everything that we've been prophesying this whole time. Holy shit, this is actually happening. All this, you got to see each one of these is a you know, like how a motion picture is. It's a film with a bunch of little squares, and as it's moving across the light really fast, it makes the image move, and then you hear the sound, and it all comes together. It's the same way, but this is way more high tech. You got to put it all together, man. And you see the balance. You see the extreme. You see us afraid right here. Like, man, beam me up, Baba Kishah, Yahweh Shai. And as you're going up, you pass a missile that's coming down. Think about that shit, y'all. You're getting beamed up in a chariot as warheads are coming by you. Boom, 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 like arrows. And then look, oh my God, that just came to me. You guys tell me if that sounds right. Psalms 91, bro. Oh my fucking God. Oh shit. Psalms 91. Oh my God, as you guys are getting beamed up, man, warheads are going by your head. Literally, warheads the size of a millstone that can destroy. One warhead by itself goes by you that can kill how many people? Let's read Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. Well, what's the harps? The new song, and only the elect can learn it. And that's his name, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That's the secret place. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. Kahala Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. This was not planned in this. I wasn't planning this part. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakodash. He is my refuge and my fortress. His clouds, his wings, he comes with healings in his wings. My power, in him will I trust. And you're definitely trusting him, standing on ground zero as the missiles are coming back into the atmosphere, and you see Yahweh Shai in his chariot, and you're still stuck on the ground, waiting for him to pick you up. Oh my God, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. What's that pestilence? Those missiles. He shall cover that destroying wind. He shall cover thee with his feathers. Well, what's that? That's code for wings. And what are the wings? The wings are the chariots. And under his wings shalt thou. Oh my God, bro. That's what this. I just got this revelation even more right now. And under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Oh my God, the doctrine, the understanding of the doctrine. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Well, what are the arrows? The ICBM missiles, man. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side. As you're getting beamed up, remember those warheads, there's like 10 or 20 warheads in one arrow. And when they open up the face, you know what I'm saying, how it describes them? They have like lions, long hair, like women, and the sulfur comes out of their mouth. That's what this is talking about. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Well, rejoice over her, for the Yahweh has avenged you upon her. And they stood on the sea of glass, looking down at the fire, because thou hast made Yahweh, which is thy refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. The ICBM missiles, for he shall give his angels charge over thee. They're going to be beaming you up to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet, because he has set his love upon me. Man, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Oh, God, you guys. There goes the name, the necessity, the... Plus, how can you be intimate with someone if you don't even know their name, bro? How can you be intimate on any level of hominess, brotherliness, ministry, family, and then if you want to go into the deeper places, you know, not to make it dirty or twisted, the marriage bed, you got to know names, man. You have to know the name. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, and not be ashamed of that name. I will set him on high because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. Why? Because he's calling on my name. Not a name that people say, well, he knows what I mean. He's calling on my name. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation, man. Damn, you guys, I'm gonna end it there. That I didn't expect to add or to be told to put Psalms 91 with this. That's wild. The water Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, how the Spirit just did that, man. I pray that this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakagodash, and double honor to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone of whom I learned from. And a shalom to the hopefully elect brothers taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the elect spirits of Israel to the marriage supper of the Lamb, who is Yahweh Shai. This is your brother Radah. Shalom.